Hey, what is going on, guys? Today I'm sharing with you 5 brand new Assetto Corsa mods. Today on this list we have 3 cars and 2 fantastic tracks to look at here today. Although I guess, can you even call one of these cars a car? I'm not 100% sure. We'll get into that in a little bit though. Before we get into the first mod, a quick shout out to my second channel, JC Racing. If you want to see some broader sim racing content besides just Assetto Corsa mods, that'll be your home for it. You can find that in the top link in the description below. But without further ado, let's get on to the first track mod on this list, and that is Quattro Raceway. This was, of course, converted over by Shin from GP4. It's 2.1 kilometers long. It's a pretty simplistic layout, however, I do think it is actually quite fun. It's got a little bit of elevation change as well, and it kind of almost looks like a figure 8, except it never overlaps. It's just kind of a weird kind of 2 pill shapes linked together. I don't know, you'll see it when you download the track, but either way, it's actually a really high quality track. You got some, like, you know, early 2010s F1 sponsors going around here as well, though F1 definitely would not work around this track. You do have 30 pits though, so if you want to throw, again, some more kind of grassroots racing stuff on here, then that will be the place for it. It is, of course, fictional, and I know that's not for everyone, but this is genuinely kind of a simple yet fun layout, and of course I wanted to cover it here for you today. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. Next up on the list, we have the Raph 80. This is a super cool formula car from 1980, based out of the Czech Republic. It has 126 brake horsepower, 118 newton meters of torque. It weighs 420 kilograms though, so you can see how it is pretty damn quick. This is made by Zurich 1984, and this is a super cool car. Again, it's kind of a baby F1 car from the 1980s, and this car has ground effect as well, which is super duper cool. And this raced in real life, of course, in the Czechoslovakian Formula Easter League. So there's some little knowledge for you as well. So this is kind of a Eastern European junior formula car, if you will, from the 1980s. It's pretty damn unique, and it's quite fun to drive. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. Next up, we have Boromo Superveloz. This is a fictional track, but it is located fictitiously again, of course, in Brazil. It is 6 kilometers long, has 32 pits as well, so if you want to throw, you know, F1 on here, of course, you'll be good, or even kind of a pseudo-endurance class on here, maybe with like some GT3s or something like that. This will work well for you. This is a GP4 conversion, once again, by Shin, and this is, again, a fictitious track. However, it is a super fun one to lap. It's got a pretty unique layout, and it does have a little bit of elevation change as well. It's going to be, again, perfect for that GT racing or that kind of lower tier formula racing. It's going to go really well around here, and overall, it is a quite good looking track mod for Assetto Corsa. So, again, I know fictional circuits aren't everyone's thing, but I always like to recommend these when they pop up. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. Now we have probably the most unique, can you even call this a car? It's more of a tandem motorcycle thing. This is the IMZ M63 S Strela-1, and this car, or motorcycle thing, whatever, was made in 1968 in the Soviet Union, actually, so quite a unique car motorcycle mod for Assetto Corsa. It's got 50 brake horsepower, 47 newton meters of torque. It just weighs 285 kilograms, and I'm sure that's including the riders as well. And man, this is a just super interesting racing motorcycle. I don't know exactly what these are called. They still have like a more modern variation of this in real life. I know they race it like Isle of Man TT, where you kind of have one person like laying down next to the bike, and then you have someone on the actual bike. I don't know how that would be any faster or advantageous, but I guess it's interesting to say the least, so that's why it kicks around. But a very, very unique mod here for Assetto Corsa, and, you know, man, when I saw this thing, I definitely knew I wanted to check it out. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. And finally, on this list, we have the Melkus MT77. There's actually 3 variations of this car, the MT77 1, 2, and 3. As far as I can tell, the only difference is the rear wing. They kind of each have their own design philosophies, if you will. This thing was made in 1977. All 3 of them were, as far as I know. And once again, this is kind of a Eastern European junior formula car from back in the day. It was used in the Friendship Cup from 1977 all the way up to 1990, and the maker of this car, Yuli Melkus, won 5 championship titles in this car, so it's definitely got a little bit of pedigree to it. Once again, just a pretty unique car that I'm sure not many of you have heard of, and I always like to cover these mods again, so you can find this one down in the link in the description below. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy this video, a like and a sub would mean a lot. Once again, make sure you go check out my second channel, JC Racing. That'll be the top link in the description below. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys.